Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a happy new year so far. The last few weeks have been so crazy, so I apologize that I haven't uploaded. We had Christmas and family staying with us, and then my son had his 5th birthday, so we had a dino party.
That's the T-Rex I was looking for!
I'm usually just trying to pull it together after the holiday craziness, so one thing I do love to do is kind of a giant purge organization, and it doesn't all happen in one day. You'll see in this video that I'm in sweatpants the whole time, but it's a few different days. If you can relate to wanting to do a massive organization after the holidays, then hopefully you'll enjoy this video. So the first thing that I have to do is just remove all of the Christmas decorations. And I see a lot of people keep them up, which I think is cool as well, but generally after the first week of January, I have removed most of the Christmas decorations. And the other thing that I'm trying to be better at is, as a family, we've accumulated more Christmas decorations every single year. So I've had to add a few organizational bins and also move where the decorations are. When we lived in our last home, we only had a few boxes of Christmas decorations, so they were in a hallway closet. Now that we have some outdoor decor and a few other things that we added to our Christmas collection, I just have to re-strategize the organizing, and it's moved to the garage, which we've been needing to do a garage, like a massive garage organizing since we moved in. So that's definitely on my to-do list, and I will talk about that a little bit more in this video. For now, what I'm doing is putting them back in their original bins, and then I bought a few bigger bins for like my mantle decor and outdoor decor and wreaths and things like that. I want to make sure they have a designated bin, and I also want to label them properly so I know what's inside. Even if it's not the label I end up sticking with in the long term, I just want to do something temporary so that when I do get to the garage and I finally get that epic project cleaned out, then I'll at least know what's in these boxes. So taking down the Christmas decorations and putting them away in the appropriate bins, plus the post-Christmas cleanup of all the presents and what's left over from the tree, that's usually the first thing I get done. The second thing that I try to do is I write out a list of goals that I want to do in terms of the house and what I'm looking to organize or purge. And I try to go by room because I know at this point in my life there's no way I can do everything in one day. Certain spaces are going to require more of your time, and so just knowing the places that you want to work on, I had put the kids' rooms on my list. I also put closets, just making sure clothes fit properly, doing the yearly purge. My music room studio, I had to file some paperwork and organize in there. So there was a few places, and then the garage is going to be a huge project. So I just make sure to make a goals list and just start going at the different areas whenever I can. So the first place I started was my kids' bedrooms, because right before Christmas, I do a purge just to anticipate that there will be family and friends giving my kids presents. Oliver also has his birthday. So I got rid of toys that I knew that they didn't play with. I donated. So dinosaurs was a big thing this year. Birthday party, Christmas was all revolved around dinosaurs. So we got a lot of them, and just creating a space that's, basically a place for them to go, like a home. I like this because I feel like it sets the tone that we appreciate and take care of the things that we have. If we aren't using them, we donate them, and if we love them and still want to play with them, we take care of them. So it sets the tone to know where things go, and obviously toys end up everywhere all of the time. It honestly never stays clean, and it kind of shouldn't, because you hope that the toys are played with and loved, but it is nice at the end of playing to put everything back before you move on to something else. We sing the cleanup song, and everybody participates in putting the toys back, and just an easy spot where they know it goes. And Isaiah, I had to purge before Christmas just a bunch of things that I had to go through his entire bedroom and move out all the baby stuff, and he's moving into like a little man, and his toys are changing and what he's interested in playing with. And so he has a toy box as well, and all his little pretend tools, and all of his new Christmas toys. So I also have a toy chest for him. This toy chest I got at Home Goods, and I think I bought it before I had Isaiah and when I was kind of getting his room together. Yeah, it's just different toys in there now. It's so cute, and he knows now too when I ask him to clean up or we sing the cleanup song, he knows to put them back in his toy chest. So something simple like that is just a great way to encourage kids to clean up after they're done playing. Another goal of mine was to tackle all of the closets, and I got to the boys' rooms first, and I actually did that before we had family come to stay with us for the holidays. I just had to go through and look through clothing, and certain things that fit my oldest son that will fit my younger son needed to be put in a bin, and I wanted to save certain clothes and donate others. And so I kind of went through that process with their closets and got their rooms, toys and clothes pretty much organized. And then I wanted to do my husband in my closet. For me, I had several pairs of jeans and pants that just didn't fit me anymore, or they were too tight. I went up maybe a size or two after having both my kids, and I don't really ever plan to go back down, so there was a few that I needed to just donate and get rid of. I personally go into my closet and kind of reassess and purge and reorganize probably twice a year. If there's something I see in there that I didn't get rid of last time but I still haven't worn it, that's when I'll usually donate it. And then I like to just reorganize, make sure everything's straight, and I color coordinate. And I think it goes back to my very first job. I worked at the Blvd 2, and I think I've said this before on my channel, but my job was to make sure the clothes were perfectly organized and folded. And so when I do go to clean out my closet, after several weeks or months of getting dressed in a hurry and things aren't in their spot, I just want to make sure everything's nice and clean and organized, and it's pieces that I'm wearing and using, and they're not just sitting there. And for my boys, because they're growing so fast and they cycle through clothes every few months, I go through their closets more often. But it's nice to go through the coat closet and all the different closets maybe twice a year if you can. So I actually didn't get to the entire closet today because I had to go to Lowe's to grab something to fix the shelving for my shoes. But I keep hats, jewelry, some exercise, boxing gloves, and some bands, purses. I have some baskets and drawers for undergarments and swimsuits and things like that. So I'm going to finish that up, but definitely the closets in the house is an area that I like to tackle. The next would be my office studio. So I have a music room / studio. Byron actually built me this desk. It's really cool. It's almost like a draft board desk, but what ends up happening is Oliver will bring home stuff from preschool and it'll stack up on my desk, or bills will stack up. And so I usually like to go in there and purge on a more regular basis. I put all of his preschool stuff in a binder, any bills that need to be paid or paperwork that needs to be filed. I just try to get that all off the desktop and organized as often as possible. Otherwise, that definitely gets out of control. And the goal is just a clean desktop for creativity, scheduling, and also working. We started with just the tip of the iceberg on the garage a few weekends ago, and we're basically pulling everything off the shelves into the middle of the garage, reorganizing, and then re-strategizing how we organize in there. So we just got started on that. We still have to finish that up kind of when we have time, and we'll do several hours at a time. But yeah, those are some of kind of my goals and how I get started with organizing in the new year. I don't expect for everything to look perfect all the time because that's just not the reality. So I just try to go for each individual area and just keep up with it as best as I can without getting overly stressed out that it doesn't always look or feel perfect. So it's just tackling one thing at a time. Once you do a big organizational purge, it is a little bit easier to maintain it, but it's good to do these a few times a year. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have a new finishing touches video coming very soon. I hope you guys keep your eyes out for it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.